Day 525 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 3147, taking maximum energy from the Mystic Dungeon. The difficulty level is medium, but don't worry because you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. In a mystic dungeon, N magicians are standing in a line. Each magician has an attribute that gives you energy. Some magicians can give you negative energy, which means taking energy from you. You have been cursed in such a way that after absorbing energy from Magician I, you will instantly be transported to Magician I plus K. This process will be repeated until you reach the magician where I plus K does not exist. In other words, you will choose a starting point and then teleport with K jumps until you reach the end of the magician's sequence, absorbing all of the energy during the journey. You are given an array energy and an integer K. Return the maximum possible energy you can gain. Note that when you reach a magician, you must take energy from them, whether it is negative or positive energy. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have energy. Our input energy equals an array of integers 5, 2, -10, -5, and 1, k equals 3. Our output is 3. Explanation says we can gain a total energy of 3 by starting from Magician 1 and absorbing 2 plus 1, which equals 3. All right, y'all. So let's break this down one step further. So we have some magicians. We have this energy right here, and we want to gain the maximum amount of energy that we can possible, right? And so how we gain that energy is we gain the energy from I, and we gain the energy from I plus K. So in this case, K is equal to 3. So if I represents the index, so right now index I will be 0 because we're at index 0. So 5 is at index 0. So we do 5 plus 0 plus I, or we do 5 plus 1, index 1, 2, 3. So 5 plus -5. We choose this -5 because -5 is at index 3. So 5 is at index 0, -5 is at index 3, right? Because k equals 3, we want I plus 3. So 0, index 0 plus 3 is going to give us index 3. So that's why we have this 5 at index 0 and this -5 at index 3. So 5 plus -5 is going to give us 0. So we could just put 0 up here. Boom. Now we're at index 1, which has a value of 2. So 1 plus 3, because we're at index 1. So index 1 plus 3 is going to give us index 4. So right now we're doing 2 plus index 4, which is this 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this 1 is at index 4 right here. So we're doing 2 plus 1, which is going to give us 3. Boom. Now we could check this one. -10 is at index 2, but there is no index 5, right? Because index 2 plus 3 will give us index 5, but there is no index 5, right? So it says right here, this process will be repeated until you reach the magician where I plus K does not exist. So since in this case, when we're right here at index 2, so I plus K does not exist because there is no index 5, we could just put a -10. Boom, we don't have to add anything to the -10. Similarly with this, we're at index 3. There is no index 6, so we could just put -5. And then lastly, but not least, at index 4, there is no index 7, so we could just put 1. So out of all of this energy that we have gathered, 3 is the maximum amount, so that's why we return 3. Boom. So just in case that didn't make sense to y'all, let's take a look at example 2. Example 2, same principles apply. So in example 2, we have our input energy equals an array of integers, -2, -3, -1, and k is equal to 2. This time the output is -1. The explanation says we can gain a total energy of -1 by starting from Magician 2. So same thing. Start at index 0. This time k equals 2 though. So we're starting at index 0, which is -2. 0 plus index 0 plus 2 will give us index 2, so that's negative 1. So negative 2 plus negative 1, that's going to give us negative 3. Boom. Then we we keep moving down, we keep on iterating. Now we're at index 1, which is negative 3. Index 1 plus 2 would be index 3, but there is no index 3. So similarly, like it said up here, where I plus k does not exist, since there is no index 4, or excuse me, there is no index 3, we could just put a negative 3 right here. And same thing with negative 1. There is no, negative 1 is at index 2, but there is no index 4. So we could just keep negative 1 as it is. And negative 1 is the max value out of all three of these values. So negative 1 is what we return in our output. Boom. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. The solution is not that difficult at all, y'all. And guess what? Guess what? I got two solutions for y'all today, so make sure you stick around after the first solution so you can see the second solution. Now let's get started on this first solution. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to say let n equal energy dot count. Boom. Then we're going to declare a variable called dp, and we're going to set that equal to energy. Boom. Then we're going to declare another variable called res, and we're going to set that equal to int.min, and this is where res is where we're going to store our output. Boom. Then we're going to come right here, and we're going to start from the end and go backwards. So we're going to say for I n stride, open up the parentheses from colon n minus 1 comma through colon 0 comma by colon negative 1. Then we're going to come right here, we're going to open up the brackets. Now we iterate backwards so that when we reach I, we already know the best total starting point from I plus k. So we're going to say if I plus k is less than n, boom. So for each index I, we're going to add the energy we can collect by jumping to I plus k. So we're going to say dp square bracket I, and we're going to say plus equals dp square bracket I plus k. Boom. Then we're just going to come right here, and we're going to say res equals max, open up the parentheses, res comma dp square bracket I. And then finally, all we have to do is come, oh, sorry, y'all. I didn't put the, let me fix this first. I didn't put the brackets after the if. Make sure you put those brackets after the if. This res equals max, this should be right here underneath the if, but still inside the for loop. And then all we have to do is come right here and say return res. Boom, y'all. That should be all she wrote. Let's give it a run. See what happened. Okay, we got a typo and a G. Should be a G right there. Let's run it again. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Let's see, 354 milliseconds beats the dash percent. I don't know where that dash comes from, but hey, I'll take it, y'all. So now let's get into the second solution, y'all. And guess what? Guess what? We got a one-liner. That's right, y'all. We can solve this problem with just one line of code. So I wanted to make sure I included that for y'all to see. So let's go ahead and do that. First thing we're going to say is energy. We're going to say energy dot reversed. So we're going backwards again. Boom. We're going to say dot reduce. Open up the parentheses into colon blank array. Boom. Then we're going to come outside those parentheses, open up the brackets, and we're going to say $0 dot append. Open up the parentheses. We're going to say $1 plus, open up some more parentheses, $0 dot drop last Sorry, y'all, I should have a capital L. Drop last, open up the parentheses, k minus 1. Come outside those parentheses, still inside the other ones though. We're going to say dot last, question mark, 0. Then we're going to come outside this bracket and we're going to say dot max. Put the parentheses, question mark, 0. Boom, y'all. That should be all she wrote. Let's go ahead and give it a run. Make sure it runs correctly. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Let's see, and look at that, y'all. 342 milliseconds, beast dash % of users. Again, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.